Got a recruitment that has really taken off here. It's gotten hot very quick. We talked about this guy roughly 2 weeks ago, Maxie Adams, aka Maximo Adams, aka little brother of Marcus Adams. We discussed that a little bit in the first video. But Maxie Adams has exploded from a recruiting standpoint here. There's a lot of hype around this kid, and he has set official visits with six of the biggest programs in all of college basketball. As Joe Tipton reports, Maximo Adams has scheduled official visits with Kentucky, Kansas, North Carolina, Duke, Michigan State, and Texas. You can see his full visit schedule on Rivals, but from September 5th through November 9th, he will be taking six official visits to those six schools. You could guess that maybe there are other schools that could still try to sneak their way involved here, but given who these programs are, four blue bloods, I think it's safe to think that Maximo Adams is going to commit to one of these six schools. This might as well be a cut your list to six moment. And while all this is happening, he has just gotten a lot of love from people that matter in the world of prep basketball. Adam Finkelstein, director of scouting over at 24/7 Sports, put up a clip 4 days ago that said, pretty undeniable, Maximo Adams was the most productive forward in EYBL this season. 21 points, 11 and a half rebounds, 52% from the floor, 42% from three, shot making from everywhere, footwork notable. And yeah, the clips back it up. This kid has risen from just a good player to one of the best forwards in the country in the class of 2026. Car, your program is on this list. I know this recruitment has just kind of come out of nowhere, very quick moving here. But what's your reaction to getting an official visit and the other teams involved here that also got official visits?
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at some of the people that are on this list. I mean, you got the big dogs on this one. You got Duke, Kansas, Kentucky, um, and Michigan State. So you got four big dogs on there, including two other schools. But uh, I think that, as of recently, it seems that Michigan State has been more aggressive in recruiting this class, and I think recruiting, higher pedigree talent with Maximo Adams, also getting guys like Ethan Taylor and Josiah Jervis in the fold to get them on official visits. Um, I don't know if it was you that said it, but I'm gonna say it. You can't win these recruitments if you don't get to this point. Like, get me on the like. It has been a long time since I've seen Michigan State get on these graphics for these guys, and that sounds weird to say because it's Michigan State, but it is what it is. So, look, I think it's good that we are getting him for an official visit, and I do think that it is. I think you might want to call it an uphill climb given who else is on the list because obviously those schools have pedigrees themselves, bags themselves as well. But yeah, you can't get a kid if you don't get him on campus for an official visit. So I like to see it from Michigan State.
What's the want level here? You've got a great class building right now. There is more Michigan State recruiting momentum, I think, right now than there has been in years. Medlock is in the fold. You're hard after Jervis. You are literally hard after Jervis. There are a lot of great recruits that Michigan State has a real chance with here. Some that I think are right here on your list, some that are more down here on your list. Where's Maximo Adams for you?
So I think given on the current list, obviously like we got Medlock committed, so he's not on the list here. It would be I think Jervis one, Adams two, probably Ethan Taylor three. And then I think I would go like Costello Avent in that order. And that's just a complete want level, I think, for me. I think the order would probably be different as far as who I think or if we're gonna get those guys. But yeah, I think that Adam's size and ability, like, and honestly, hand up here, he showed a lot more like game wise than I kind of thought. Because I kind of looked at it. I know the first video that we did, I was like, oh, he's extremely productive, but like he's more of like a 6'8" kind of tweener. He has shown a little bit more wing ability than I thought he had at first, but even so, like you can't argue with what he's able to do. He's a monster on the glass, that's for one. And he's just highly productive, like Finkelstein said.
Yeah, no, I do feel like going back. I went back and listened to the first video we did on Maximo 2 weeks ago, and I think we spoke to it well because he had a couple like explosive performances. I think he had like 38 and 17 in a game.
Mhm.
And we talked through those, and it was part of why we were doing a video about him at the time. But I think you and I's general stance at the moment was just like a little skeptical. Like, okay, he's having a really productive couple weeks. There is a lot to like here. I think you and I probably unfairly held some of our concerns on how his brother's career went and how his
Mhm.
brother's recruitment went against Maximo. And I will say, even like his brother Marcus was, I think, in our YouTube comments being like, damn, y'all don't like me, LOL, but Lil Bro got it. So, first off, shout out to Marcus. No
Hand up,
disrespect, man.
hand up.
Hand up, no disrespect meant, but regardless, however that recruitment and that career went, just straight up, Maximo's a different person, different player. Had none of those issues necessarily pertain to Maximo. So I do think we were probably unfair, and regardless of if we were unfair or not, it's pretty undeniable how good he's been in the last month. Like Finkelstein wrote, he's arguably been the most productive wing in this entire class. So I think this recruitment reflects that. It's well deserved that all these schools that are, top 10, top 5 programs in college basketball suddenly are really prioritizing him. Um, who scares you most? Like of Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, which one is maybe the biggest threat in your mind here?
Come on now.
I mean, they're all huge options.
I think I think that Duke has an incredible pitch. They have an incredible pitch for like 6'8" wings, which
Sure.
going back on it, like I said, I think he is more of a wing than I gave him credit for. Um, so like I think Duke has an incredible pitch for that.
Sure. I agree. Why do I feel like Kansas is going to be a factor here?
So you know what? I was someone in my negative recruiting bag here. I don't know if we're getting to that part of the video, but I do think there is some that go like I don't think it went very necessarily well for Marcus and Bill Self, his brother and Bill Self, in his time in
Sure.
Kansas. Also, I gotta say it, but like Bill Self's health is a question at this point. That might I don't know if that's gonna affect recruiting as much as I think, but like there is some uncertainty there with Bill Self with his time in Kansas, unfortunately.
I agree. If I were Maximo Adams, I would not consider schools where threat of retirement was hanging over a head coach.
Can I continue to be negative?
Sure.
I think Duke would look at Maximo as an afterthought to getting and not prioritize him.
Okay.
I just think, Duke is Duke. I think that there's other forwards in this class.
Are you
Maybe
implying that Maximo's not good enough to be a star at Duke?
no, no, but I think that Duke has a little bit of like, what I'm saying? A little bit of what is it about? What's the word? I'm Duke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will get Maximo, but like, you know, we'll settle for Maximo. He'll be our Nick Kamenia.
Okay.
Listen, I'm just getting negative here. It might be a reach. My labor might hurt, but I'm reaching.
Yeah, I bought the Kansas one more than I buy the Duke one. Do you want to keep going? North Carolina, Hubert.
Yeah, Hubert. Texas, Sean Miller. Shall I continue?
I will say this as a unbiased, neutral observer. Let's be real, I'm so biased, but just yeah, I'll try to remove that for a moment. Kid's got a lot of quote unquote Spartan dog energy in him here.
Is that like a game wise type thing,
Yep.
like the rebounding type thing, and
Yeah, I mean,
that type of
I feel
game?
like we've seen like 6'8" tweeners go to Michigan State a lot. Now, my counter argument against that would be how many of them really crushed their college careers and went to the next level. Like,
Yeah,
are you going there to be the next Malik Hall? Like, what exactly are we after here? But I just think that's an archetype Tom Izzo has truly had a lot of success with going back 20 years, not just go back 5 years. Like big hybrid 3/4 that is going to be relentless on the glass. Like, dog, you think about the Michigan State system with how much they prioritize rebounding, and you drop a guy who has games with 17 rebounds in the EYBL. Like, this dude would be one of the best rebounders at his position in the country. Um, I don't know, man. I think it's a pretty serious system fit if he is seriously considering Michigan State. So, are you getting him? Is he coming for grind week or is he coming a different week?
I think he might be coming. Let me check. I want to say I looked at the date yesterday. He might be coming for Midnight Madness.
So not grind week.
No,
Okay, thank God. Thank God. Yeah.
yeah, because what? Hold on a sec. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure it's Midnight Madness, but
Okay.
I'm sure someone will correct me on that.
Well, it's still a good event. I'm sure Cohen Car Dunk should probably seal the deal if he hasn't committed anywhere by then. But thank God he's not going to be there when Draymond's there.
That is massive.
That would
No,
probably end
okay,
it
but bring Draymond in though.
to Midnight Madness.
Yeah, it doesn't like I mean, you know how like Izzo always does some shit like coming on a motorcycle flying from the ceiling. I need Draymond ascending from the Spartan logo. Like I need it to split open at the center of the Breslin Center, and Draymond just rises up holding a skeleton with a Jordan Poole jersey on it.
Okay. Feels like that got a little personal. I didn't like it.
I like to get personal.